Welcome to my channel, another video. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to make a form using HTML. So again, we will have a reference for that. This is our form. I know it's very simple. It's not beautiful. It doesn't look beautiful, but um, at least we will cover the essentials on how to make or how to code a form using HTML. So all the attributes or tags, the essential stuff. And then, so again, this is one of the exercises that I have. I mean that, yeah, in the web development course that I am learning now. This is a course by Cold Steel that I bought in Udemy. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's open my text editor. So again, I use Sublime. This is a free version. Let's open a new file, and then let's save this one as HTML. So let's just call this as registration form exercise.html. Again, do not forget to write the extension HTML. I'm gonna save this to YouTube. Okay. Again, your HTML skeleton. The title for this is complete form solution. Oh, I'm wrong spelling. Complete. Save, and let's check if we have the same title. Go. Let's open this with Chrome. Okay, so we have the same title, complete form solution. Next is an H1 element. So in our body, H1 register. Okay, and then form. Let's add a div container for the first line. Div and then label first name. For first. So if you have a label, next is the input. So this is the type is text, name, first, and then as you can see, you notice that there is a placeholder. This John that you see on the screen in this box, that's a placeholder, John. And then let's require this one. Did I miss something? Oh, an ID. Let's give an ID a value the same as the name and for. So first. Again, save and reload. Okay. So far so good. Next is last name. Again, label, last name. For last. Again, every label, you should have an input, and then a type, text, Value of the name is the same with the value for last. I mean for the value of 4. So last ID, its ID should be the same. Value with the 4. Type name, ID, placeholder. Of course, with a placeholder, you could put any value you want. I just copied the placeholder that we have in our reference. Paste. And let's put required. So obviously, what this does is that it requires anybody who wants to register to put a value inside the box. Again, let's save and reload. Perfect. Okay. So for us to test if the code we are writing really works, like the required one, we have to have we have to put the button at the bottom or most part. So form the input. Submit, submit, save, and then reload. Oh, sorry. Reload. There you go. So let's try to type a name in the first box, and then let's not type any, or let's not put any value or text inside the last name area, and then click submit. So what it does is that it gives you a message. So far it's working. Next is gender. Okay, so we needed to make to put another div container for the next line, so that it does it will take up another line, because what it does is when you don't use another div container for the second line for this gender, the gender, this area, the second line will continue after the first line. So we have to use another div container. Div, what's this? Label male. Okay, for male. Again, input type is, this is a radio button. The name. Okay, so the tricky part here is that for the name, you should give a value the same value for the name for these 3 genders: male, female, and other. So I will explain to you later why. Let's just put name as gender, name type ID. ID is male. Placeholder. Type name ID. Am I not missing anything? I think I'm okay. Let's do the female one. Label female. Female. Again, input radio, name female, ID female. Okay, So I have mentioned a while ago that we should give the same value for the name, but I purposely did not, just to show you how it works. So let's save and reload this page. Okay, so if you assign different value for the names, you are able to select both, in which the main purpose is to select just one gender. So that's the purpose why we should give a value, the same value for the name. So check this out. When I change this, the same as this one, the same as the first value for the name, let's save, reload. So what it does is that you're just able to select one. Okay, so let's do the last one for the other 4. Again, input, the type is radio, name, gender, and then ID, other. Save and reload just to double check. Okay, so we're able to select only one, either of the 3, so it's working. Let's work on the next line, email and password. Again, another div, give it another container. Label, email, for email. Okay, input, so for the type, it's going to be email, name, email. There is some placeholder in there, placeholder, your email. ID, let's not forget, ID should be email. Required, okay. Save and reload. Let's see if, okay, let's try to type and see if everything's working. John Doe mail. You see, we get this message. So we should put some value in here. Take note of this, guys. If you just type a plain text, it will give another message, because this is another type. This isn't just a text, it's an email. So you really have to give an email like that. So, right, next is password. Again, label, password. For password. Again, input. Another type. This is another type, password. And then name for this is password. Type, name, ID, password. There's a placeholder, so let's put some placeholder. Your email, let's make this required. Okay. Okay, so since this is a password, I don't know if I'm sure you noticed that there are some sites that requires a pattern for your password. Let's say, for example, there are sites that requires 5 characters, 5 to 10, or 5 or more characters. So let's put some pattern in our password. So to do that, of course, um, I don't memorize codes. I can't memorize. What we do is we pull up our another browser and let's try to search a pattern for HTML password. So what I'm going to do is just type HTML. So obviously I've been typing this pattern. This one. Pattern example. Pattern attribute. You could also use the first one. It's really the same. But let's use this one. Anyway, just it's really this it's the same code. So this is what we're looking for. Paste it in here. Okay, so let's try to use this one without editing that. Save and reload. Let's test our code. Mail at n@n.com. Okay, check this out. If I press submit and without filling this box, this password box, it will give you a message requiring you to fill out this field. So if I will type, let's say, 4 characters, it will give another message. Please match the requested format. So that message is this one. This one. It says the value of the title says 6 or more characters. So of course we can change this one. You could say 5, minimum of 5 and maximum of 10 characters. And you can change this as 5, 5 to 10. So again, it, oh, 6 or more. Let me check. It should change to 5 to 10. Save again. Should reload this. Fill out the boxes and.com. Okay, so let's try to put 3 characters. So what it does is that it gives us a message 5 to 10. This is exactly the value that I typed in here in the title. So 5 to 10 characters. Okay. So if you want a pattern that says 5 or more, then all you need to do is leave um, leave this as space. So you write it as 5 comma space, and then of course you will configure your message like 5 or more characters. So what it will give you the same message that you have entered. Five or more character. Okay, so far so good. Down to the 4th line, birthday. So again, let's put this into another container, another div container. Label. birthday, birthday. This is for birthday. Okay, this is a select and then option month. Oh, I forgot. We should give this a name and ID. Name, let's give it a name, month. ID the same, month. And then for the option, give this a value of 0. And then notice this, that when we click this first selection or option, it does have a month, but it won't allow you to select the word month, just the month, January, February, and March. Same with the day. It has a text on this box, but it won't allow you to actually click the word day. It's not one of the options. It's like a placeholder inside an option. So that is so we should select, I mean, we should type selected, disabled. So let's save and check, reload. You see, it has a sort of, it's like a placeholder, but when you click this box, it's not really one of the options. Okay, so let's add more option. I'm not gonna give you more options here, as in the reference where it gives you 3 options. It's just this, it's up to you. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just gonna give one option. But anyway, it's the same process. Let's give it a value of say 1 for January. Save and reload to double check if it's here. So okay, for the next one, for the date, select name, date, I mean day, and then name, ID, day, option, day, value 0. Again, selected, disabled, disabled. Another option, value, let's give it a value of 1. Sorry. And then let's select 0, 1. For the last one, for the year, select for name, let's give it a name, year. Then let's not forget the ID, year, then option. Your option, first option should have a value of 0, selected, disabled again. say on 2000, hit save and reload. um, okay, down to the last line. Another div container. This is a label. I agree to the terms and conditions. Let's give it a value of terms. Input. This is a checkbox type. Name terms. ID terms. Save and then reload. Let's test. Month January 1, 2000. So everything is working. So that's it for this video. See you on my next video.